Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about early extension. And remember, early extension is one of the most common problems we see in club golfers, amateur golfers, sometimes even professional golfers. And what it actually means is, well, extension is quite simple because that's flexion and that's extension for me. Early extension means that you're extending too early in the downswing. So I'm going to use a chair here to demonstrate this, and you can see that when I take my setup, I'm about a couple of inches away from the chair. Now, when I take my backswing, my right hip actually touches the chair. Now, in a good golf swing, as I start down, my right hip stays in touch, and then my left hip gets in touch with that chair there, and through impact it stays in touch, and then maybe post impact it comes away from that chair. Only after impact does my left hip leave that chair. But when a person early extends, the backswing may be okay, but the impulse that this person has is as they start down, the starting down has them going that way. You can see there's a gap being created here. As soon as they start down, the hips go that way. In effect, the center of gravity is moved too close to the golf ball. In effect, with respect to the body, the club shaft is too far inside, it's too far behind them. The only place it can travel is to the right side, and the only way to save the shot is to roll my wrists over. The only successful shot I can play from there is actually start the ball right and get it back there. That's the early extension, that's what it causes. You really can't play a fade starting left of target from there. How do we correct it? Now, important is that when this player goes up, the impulse we've got to give the player is, as the club starts down, the belt buckle and the left hip have got to pull backwards. They've got to go more backwards and keep in touch here. What would help is if they start down slower. If they start down too fast, they are going to extend, because that's how they're creating speed into the shot. And secondly, the second impulse is when they start down, the player should feel that his weight and center of gravity is not moving towards, or the pressure is not going towards the toe side. The pressure is going towards the heel side onto their left foot. If you get the pressure enough onto the heel side of the left foot, that left hip is working backwards. They can then deliver the club, maintaining their posture and not extending. After impact, if they want to come up a little bit and move away from the chair, that's still okay. But if you do it before impact, or even at the starting of the downswing, that's too early. And that's why it's called early extension.